Namaste, angels. Welcome, everybody. This is the biweekly reading for the sign of Virgo for the period of tomorrow, Monday, January 13th, through Sunday, January 26th. I'm just going to begin very quickly going through what else is going on over these next 2 weeks. I did it for Capricorn because there's a lot of activity in their sign, but then I also realized for you guys, Mercury's involved. You know, Mercury is your ruler along with my own, the sign of Gemini. So let me just get through these real quick. Beginning with January 13th, the first day for which this reading is at 1:39 p.m., Venus enters Pisces at 0 degrees. On January 16th at 1:31 p.m., Mercury enters Aquarius, also at 0 degrees. January 17th, 7:58 a.m., the third corner moon occurs, 26 degrees Libra. January 18th at 5:31 a.m., Pallas enters Capricorn. Pallas is an asteroid, not unlike Chiron, one of the largest. That's also at 0 degrees, Pallas entering Capricorn. January 20th at 9:55 a.m., the sun enters the sign of Aquarius, also at 0 degrees. And then lastly, on January 24th at 4:42 p.m., the new moon in Aquarius occurs at 4 degrees Aquarius. So, on that note, we'll get right into it. You guys have an overall focus or energy representing you of the Ace of Wands for the month. Very, very nice. I sense that a bunch of you may be actually dealing with a fire sign, not because of the Ace of Wands, but because some of the other cards that I saw as I was shuffling. But of course, the Wands energy represents the signs of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. More importantly, perhaps to this, it's about being, super upbeat and positive and hopeful and having all kinds of wonderful things happen to you and energy surrounding you, people that, like you, love you, and you feel the same about them, and creative juices flowing with regard to things about which you're extremely passionate, people about which you're extremely passionate. In work, if you're looking for a new job or, an increase, a raise, a promotion, a transfer, something like maybe to start your own business, it's a really good time for all of those things. And you're in a position where you can ask for what you want. When you apply for a new job and they say what salary are you looking for? And some of us get really meager, we withdraw when we hear questions like that because we don't want to say the wrong amount because we want the job. This is what are you worth? So maybe you should think about that before you apply. If you haven't applied yet, what are you worth in a realistic way, legit way, and be confident about asking for it when this card shows up. If you're single, in terms of love, definitely a new relationship could be on the horizon, very, very near future. If you are in a committed relationship, this says that things are going to get, deeper and even undergo some sort of new beginning. So maybe moving, right? Wands are about movement, travel. Maybe you guys are going to go on a trip together. Maybe you're going to move in together. I definitely saw stuff like that, cohabitation in both the general reading and the love reading, actually. So that could come up in your finances when this card shows up. Again, we're headed into more positive times if we haven't reached those already. The Wheel of Fortune, for example, also is Wands energy. And so that tends to be all of a sudden there's something positive. The Knight of Wands is also about suddenly things make a turn for the better. So the Ace of Wands is similar. Finances increasing, improving, again, getting a job where you don't have one, unexpected inheritance comes in, or, something that was owed to you that maybe you forgot about or you didn't even realize it was owed to you. Company does an audit. Then all of a sudden they're printing a check, they're giving it to you, it belongs to you legitimately and stuff. Gifts and things, health, this is positive, spirituality, there's ascension, there's growth. So this is just a really awesome card to have as your overall focus. I could go on about, positivity for days. Surrounding you is the Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy and may actually, be reflective of your energy, but this can also be close friends, family members, co-workers. Maybe you're dealing in some capacity, even romantically, with another earth sign, another Virgo or Capricorn, a Taurus. In a general sense, this card can be about spending money on things like your family and your home, nurturing, remodeling, maybe getting a new home, moving or something like that. It's sitting here next to the Ace of Wands. So for some of you, it probably is very much about moving or changing jobs, traveling, even like to see family, visit family, or to go like back home to where your parents are and things. Parents can be very involved with this card. Actually, your sign, Virgo, rules my fourth house of home and family. So it's kind of funny. As a Gemini, this card in terms of work is about, making progress, making growth. Again, sitting here next to the Ace of Wands, that just strengthens it even more, makes it, much more possible and likely that you guys are going to be doing this, just achieving wonderful things over the next 2 weeks. There could be an actual person helping you, and maybe more specific to that, an actual female, and even more specific to that, maybe a female earth sign, and again, another Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. She may have dark hair and or dark eyes, if we want to keep getting more and more specific as it relates to the tarot. And she is an ally of yours. She's really trying to help you. She may be a bookkeeper type. Maybe she works in the accounting department or something like that. Maybe she's a little older than you and she's that motherly type, and people, feel from her the energy of like a nurturer and like mother. She could really be helping you to, again, move forward. And she may be helping you like to decorate your office, maybe make it more homey, or bring stuff from home into the office, or vice versa, and helping you to sort of get comfortable, if that makes any sense. And, that's her purpose. It is to make you feel more at home, to make you feel more relaxed, to make you feel that you can trust her, because you can, because again, she's an ally. In terms of love, when this card shows up, it may point to an actual female, but really it's just a really super feminine card. But your sign is really too, right? It's the Virgo, the Virgin, the Maiden. So this is totally, can be representative of your energy. Everything is positive as it relates to this card. In terms of spirituality, this is again about growth and ascension, but may cause you to question your belief systems. Like you may be deciding that some don't work for you anymore, or that you need to adopt some new ones, that your vibration is increasing, is changing. So it can mean that also, which is that there's no downside to that either. It's still just positive. And in terms of health, you may need to make yourself a focus, but again, it's positive. This because it's a mother energy. It has the potential to represent a person who's not putting themselves first, because mothers tend not to. We put our children first, we put our husbands first, or maybe these days our wives. We just, our parents, our children, whoever, our friend. We put other people before us. That is part of the nurturing. When it becomes codependent, actually, that's pretty toxic. So it's something that a lot of the feminine archetype needs to learn to curtail, and we got to start like taking care of ourselves and treating ourselves. So that's something you're going to want to keep in mind when this card shows up too. Moving into work and finance, you guys have the Three of Wands in reverse here, and this is a card about taking, again, leaps and bounds, important steps, progress toward, where you want to be in terms of your career or work itself, and maybe in terms of the physical place. You could be preparing to start your own business, or, to move closer to work, or relocating because of work, traveling because of work. Again, it's all about increase and improvement and growth for you. Nothing here is at all negative. And I'm so happy for you guys, because again, every time I read for you, I say this. Every time I've read for you, there's been growth, there's been progress moving forward. It's like we could tell a story. We could start from the first reading where we were, and then the next reading, the cards that changed and the progress that was made, it's just as we've been saying it would be. And so I'm really, really happy for you guys. But this is just a positive card, okay? in terms of your work and your finances that you the increase that you come into financially could definitely be as a result of your like efforts, your actual work, and or collaboration with others, partnerships. Cooperation could be how you bring about this work. Maybe a financial advisor, a bookkeeper type, right? That could be how somebody is helping you to bring about increase. That takes us into love. This reading is easy because again, you guys got such wonderful cards. The Magician is awesome in every area of your life. Okay, Magician upright is all about increase and higher power, your higher power. So looking to your higher power, your higher self to bring about what it is you want in your life, right? To attract those things that would make you truly happy using your power, because we let a lot of ourselves, like we don't think ourselves that powerful sometimes, and we let a lot of ourselves like go to waste, and we have such good energy, good ideas, love to share, and we just don't, right? When we don't have the confidence that we need to do all that. But you guys got that here, right? It's even crossing your Ace of Wands. So if you're looking for a new partner, you're out there single and ready to mingle, awesome time to meet somebody. You could meet somebody very, very soon. And the same way, like you're seeking love or you're looking for somebody, they're looking for you too. Actually, the Magician showed up for the Capricorn reading too. It was in this placement, however, but close enough basically. So maybe some of you are dealing with a Capricorn, maybe like a Virgo male and a Capricorn female. And that's who the Queen of Pentacles is. In any case, it's a positive card. If you already are in a relationship, it's going to be getting stronger. It's going to be deepening. So very, very similar to what came up for the collective in the both the general reading and the love reading. They were both very much about love. It was very evident. If you're in a long-term relationship already, that relationship is going to like break out of the monotony that it may be in and also rise like to a higher power, to a higher level. This is the ascension of your relationship, deeper levels of commitment, enjoyment, happiness, and maybe doing new things together. And again, maybe moving or traveling. And if it's not in a physical sense, then definitely, again, metaphoric movement forward for you guys. Nothing backward. Everything is forward moving here. You do have the Page of Cups in reverse, however, as your overall energy. And all I'll say about that is that, it dares you to dream, basically, the Page of Cups in reverse. It dares you to dream and to get out of, again, monotony, maybe a comfort zone, to go for it. So again, be bold, ask for what you want, attract what you want, reach for your higher power, make moves, shake. That's what you're geared up for. When I picked this up, behind it is the Tower, which is another card that showed up for the sign of Capricorn in a positive way, from what I felt and saw, and based on the other cards that surrounded it as well. It showed up here in their position of work and finance, where you probably wouldn't want it, right? But it was about, again, incredible changes in that area for them. A lot of them starting their own businesses and getting new jobs and getting promotions and raises. All the other cards, supported that too, just like yours does. So with this here behind the Page of Cups, I think this is about making your dreams come true, or about suddenly your dreams coming true. Something that you've been working on manifesting coming true. You actually bring it to bear. You bring it about. And, man, is that overwhelming? But in a positive way. The Tower isn't always negative. I know a lot of people say that it is, but it is not. It's about huge revelations, like more than an aha moment, a revelation that changes everything. Like, now I get it. Now I know what to do. And it just changes your whole life. Or, very sudden change. 1 minute you're working in the mailroom, and the next minute you got a promotion. They're bringing you upstairs to, you got your own office. That makes you do that too. So the Tower can be good. It's just, can be overwhelming. But again, this Page of Cups is daring you, challenging you in all these areas to go for it. And, go ahead and let that Tower fall. Very interesting also, I talked about how some of you may be dealing with a fire sign if you're not dealing with another earth sign, or maybe, combinations of those, like you're an earth sun and a fire moon or something like that. This is more fire. I'm using my psychic tarot for the heart, for the advice, and the overall energy here. It's another 3, by the way. Threes, like this 3 of Wands. So again, 3s are about collaboration, cooperation, creativity, co-creating, abundance, spirituality, so many things that are positive. But the solar plexus chakra sort of rules and represents the element of fire. So here's another thing with fire coming in for you. And I think it's about the fire that's burning in your belly. You ever heard that phrase, fire burning in the belly? Like just a passion, you're destined to make your mark. And really, really soon, Virgo. I didn't even realize when I picked that up, speaking of fire, in this deck, the red border, I think, represents water, if I remember correctly. But looking at it, it's more fire, and it's another 3. It's another 3. So this number is also like significant, I would say, for you, probably for all the reasons that I just said, the co-creating. So whether it's at work or in your love life, co-creating the life, the destiny that you want. And maybe you're not co-creating with another person. Maybe you're co-creating with the universe. Maybe you're co-creating with God. That's cool too. That's, more than cool. Yeah, do that. And solar plexus chakra, so not only does it represent the energy of fire, it's also, it's located in our belly, our abdomen, all the way down to the lower abdomen where the sacral chakra begins. And you know how you get feelings in your stomach when something's good, when something's bad, when you're unsure, you get like senses in your stomach. It feels like your stomach is falling, or you got butterflies in your stomach when you're happy and you're excited about something, or you get that sinking feeling when you don't feel too sure about something. Many people believe that that's because that's where the soul is located, there in your solar plexus chakra in the abdomen. So I'm going to go ahead and read this card for you. I've been reading the ones with the black borders anyway. I'll read this card for you to give you the meaning from the author. Just grabbing the book here and turning to the page. Okay. Solar plexus chakra. Color, yellow. Sound, ram. So like Aries, the ram. Maybe some of you are dealing with an Aries, but I'm probably saying it with my New York accent. It's probably like Ram or something, but it's spelled R-A-M, ram, like like Aries, the ram. Element fire. Yes, absolutely. And glands that it rules are the pancreas and the adrenal gland. So, I don't know where it would fit in, but, the pancreas and the adrenal gland would be where, like our insulin and our sugar are maintained, regulated, processed. And I heard something about diabetes, and I didn't feel like it was you. I felt like it was somebody else, but I don't even see the evidence of somebody close to you being ill or something. Not really sure what that was, what the diabetes is, but it is connected to the pancreas and the adrenal gland. So if anybody's been feeling, I guess, or anybody is aware that they have a health concern involving the pancreas or the adrenal gland, or involving your insulin level and or your sugar level, then please get it checked out, or test yourself. They have the monitors at home that you can use to check. All right, so let me read this now. The solar plexus chakra is located above the navel area and just below the rib cage. It represents power, right? All this talk that I was doing about your higher power, right? Manifesting it, using it. Represents power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. This chakra is associated with clairsentience, meaning inner feeling. Remember, I was just talking about also these feelings we get in our stomach. And that's the major psychic reception area, is the solar plexus chakra. To strengthen this chakra, try this breathing exercise. Close your eyes, and as you inhale deeply through your nose, breathe in the color yellow. See it coming from a glowing, brilliant sun, and send this vital energy to your solar plexus chakra. Exhale through your mouth all energies that don't serve you. Believe that you can have the relationships that you desire. You absolutely can. Look what's in the position of love and relationships, the Magician. You can have anything you want. But believe it and you will. This exercise can be used to energize any chakra simply by visualizing the appropriate colored energy. So let's see what advice we get from here now. For the masculine from the Animal Tarot, Major Arcana card 17, the Star. So again, our ruler, our shared ruler, Virgo, Mercury, does move into the sign of Aquarius during this period. Major Arcana card 17, the Star, represents the sign of Aquarius, ruled by the planet Uranus, which just went direct after being retrograde for several months last week. You're about to take a big leap forward with your life. Yeah, didn't we see that? Worry will be replaced with optimism, fear with hope, and joy is coming home to roost. This is you totally, realizing that higher power that we were talking about, realizing that you have it and then using it. Also, the Star can be about communication, especially communication like involving some sort of technology. So like FaceTime and Skype and maybe texting and online, talk, maybe social media, online dating, sending people electronic pictures of yourself or receiving pictures of other people, all that kind of stuff could be what the Star is here to talk to us about. Also, I talked about dare to dream because you're manifesting the dreams. The Star, all about dream fulfillment, right? Wishes being granted, dreams coming true, prayers being answered. It's manifestation. For the feminine, from the Animal Tarot, it's the 10 of Spring, the 10 of Wands. So again, maybe, this you don't have to be dealing with a fire sign. This is not even a court card, but there's been so much fire and I felt fire and I've been, feeling it since I started your reading. Maybe you not only have you been dealing with a fire sign, but there's been some imbalance in your relationship. You feel like one person, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship either. It could be a family member or something. You just felt like maybe one person was carrying the load and things weren't balanced between people. So maybe you felt burdened by somebody else, or you felt burdensome upon somebody else. That can be this. This can also be attached to health. The 10 of Spring, because we get, it can be about us getting anxious and getting our stress level up. And, that can cause an impact with adrenal gland too, and pancreas, and definitely with blood pressure and stuff like that. So, be careful of that. If you've been feeling like you're taking on too much and things, again, fall back and then check out those health matters. If you think that message may relate to you or been for you. You're working far too hard and the stress will soon become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and to enjoy life. It's another card about dreaming, daring to dream, and then making decisions. This is like a 7 of Cups kind of card, which represents the energy of Pisces for me. Although it's not a court card, it just always has felt very Piscean and very Neptunian. You got options, you got choices, you got to narrow it down. You got to make a decision. You can do anything you want. You can be anything you want. You have so much power. You have so much positive energy surrounding you right now, Virgo. But, you're going to have to make some choices. And that's you anyway. That's a very earth sign to, okay, before I go any further, let me make a plan, right? We got to be methodical about this. We got to, take the appropriate steps and in the appropriate time, and maybe sometimes too slow when it comes to an earth sign, or, at least as far as from the perspective of the rest of us, like, okay, can we speed this up? But you guys have a whole method to what you're doing. And that's why you got some stuff to think about. And just keep in mind that, whatever it is you do choose, you have the ability to bring it about. So these are not just dreams and ideas that you have and fly by night and then they're gone. No, this is stuff that you can really make happen. So figure out what it is you want to really make happen right now while you have this power. And for the feminine, wow, this is relationships. This is like a 2 of Cups kind of card for you. Coming together. Again, you got the Magician in your position of love and relationship. You can absolutely bring someone toward you, that right person for you. maybe even like a soulmate. You got meeting somebody new, a deepening of a relationship, a change in the dynamic for the better in your current relationships. This is whatever you want. You can have it. I didn't even mention, wow, I failed to mention over here, the overall energy for the animal tarot that we use for your advice is Major Arcana card 9, the Hermit, which is also your energy, represents the sign of Virgo. Take time for contemplation, to retreat and to go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. So maybe some of you are going in again to decide exactly on what you wish to focus, because whatever that is, you can bring it towards you. I hope you guys have enjoyed your reading. I will be back for you in 2 weeks. I love you guys. You know, all the earth signs are like my greatest supporters. So I really appreciate you. Thank you. If you like the video, please actually like the video. Not yet a subscriber, please consider becoming one by hitting both the subscribe button and the bell button. Namaste.